So we're actually going to start off in what we call the training facility, which is a brand new addition to this year's game. And it is an interactive tutorial, which is the first time we've ever had one in the game. And it actually doubles as our main menu. Brian, who's playing back there, can actually hit the pause button anytime, and the main menu overlay pops up, and so he can access any area of the game. But he can collapse it and get right back into our interactive tutorial. And what's cool and different about this is it's actually context sensitive. So as he's moving around the ring, depending on where he's at, a new prompt will come up that's related to where he's at. So it's not your traditional tutorial where we force you to walk through kind of a linear path to execute these things. It's actually more exploration. As he's moving around the ring, inside and out, he's seeing new tips pop up. So you see a tip pop up, Brian can execute that tip, and then what happens is a little check mark comes up and that tip clears, and that tip won't be up there, won't pop up again, to show that you've executed that part of the tutorial. And so as you go on, there's over actually 100 of these control tips. And what's great about this is we want new users to be comfortable with the game, to be able to hop in here and not have the kind of frantic pace of a live match, so they can just go ahead and easily practice it here. But it's also really good for our experienced users who maybe need to brush up on some of our new controls this year, or more of our advanced controls that they didn't really even know about. As you see here, there's tons of different tips that are popping up. And at any time, Brian can pop up the main menu here, and we can pop into the training facility options. And there's lots of options in here to customize your training regimen. As we go in here, you see the options. You can turn the training tips off if you don't really want to have those on. You can go ahead and adjust the AI setting. Right now, we have it on dummy mode, so you can just do whatever you want to your opponent in practice. But if you want to practice on different difficulty settings, you can do that as well. And then momentum, if you want to go ahead and put onto a signature or finisher momentum level so you can practice each superstar's finishing moves, you can do that as well. So a great way to kind of practice in this. You can also take a look at the training checklist at any point and see all the different controls we have in there. You can see which ones you've executed, which ones you haven't seen yet. And on the right there, you can see kind of each state, the control. So it's a very long list, and it's got all the different controls in the game, and it's a great way to kind of practice and be even more familiar with the more advanced controls.